you kind of have he calls the play, you get the route, and you look at the defense. You're like, okay, there's no one back there for the, probably the straight 3 quarters of just everyone being back there. First time, no one's back there. The game's on the line. So I'm like, I gotta find a way to get back there. I knew there was blitz was coming. I had to be fast. And then when I seen Blake throw the ball, I was just gotta catch it. Just gotta catch it. Just got to catch it. Caught it, and then all I could see was the end zone, and it was just blackout after that.
Yeah. He was leaving them in the dust.
I am Jeff Foxworthy, and welcome to Gamekeeper Podcast. If you want to learn more about farming for wildlife and habitat management, then, buddy, you are in the right place. Join the Gamekeeper crew direct from Mossy Oak Land Enhancement Studio as they discuss the latest wildlife and habitat management practices, news, and, of course, hunting. There's no telling what you'll learn, but I'm going to tell you, I bet it's interesting. Enjoy.
We're live in 3, 2, 1.
All right, everybody.
Hey,
there we go.
What I'm talking about. He did Hey, Bobby.
That took me off my game. Bulldog country.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my. I've never seen everybody so excited. What is it? It's okay, so let's get them interviewed.
Hey,
stick us and we bleed maroon.
That's right.
There's such excitement in this building all day long. So we've got sitting on the couch, we've got a couple. We've got Brenen and McKenzie Thompson.
All right.
And they love to hunt and fish.
We do.
That's how we got to know them, actually,
Yeah.
because of that.
The
fastest guy in football, college football.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
It caught an incredible touchdown pass a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago.
I mean, kicked it off nice for us.
And
That was pretty cool. Yeah, very
everybody,
cool.
we've had so many celebrities come through this building in the 30 years that I've been here. I've never seen everybody is so excited, Brian.
Because he's a
Yeah.
bulldog.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he's a great guy, too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you got a great smile. Y'all got a great relationship. We hear y'all love to hunt and fish
Thank you.
together.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah.
we
Yes,
got a
sir.
lot of questions. I
He's
don't
got
know.
a super cool boat.
So, yeah, Coach
Yeah.
Levy was telling me about him before he got here, and he's like, and he just said it like it was no big deal. And it's like, yeah, his wife's a big bow hunter, too. I was like, you got to be kidding me. How cool is that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You know what, Mackenzie, let me just tell you this. So Dudley, when we're preparing for these things, and I don't think there's a lot of preparation that goes in for this, but Dudley Dudley spent 2 hours in here. He kind of disappeared, and he was in here making all these notes and to get ready for this. So I've never seen him do this before.
I love it.
Brennan.
I love it. I love it.
He is prepared.
Not to put you on the spot or
When we had the
Yeah.
keyboardist for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, he did work on that
I
one,
did
too.
that one.
Yeah,
but
that's-
that was probably the other only one.
I got in trouble for talking too much in class that day.
Yes, you did. Brennan. So then I came in there and I said, Dudley, you come up with any good ideas? And he said, yeah. What about we have a burping contest?
Oh, my goodness.
I think it's a good idea. It's clean. There's no bad words. It's just a burping.
Yeah, I know, but I'm afraid that you sit too close to Bobby.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
maybe next one.
All right, let's turn this off of us. Let's look over here on the couch. I love your shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's exactly right.
And I
By
love
the way, for y'all, it says faith over fear. Mm-hmm. Boom.
it does. And but the smile, I can just tell y'all are a very loving couple. And we saw y'all recently at the Foxhole shootout over there.
Yep.
And we just want to hear. Let's hear a little. Let's start with you, Brennan, and kind of bring us up to speed.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been awesome. I love it here. Of course, all the guys welcome me in. All y'all are amazing. Everyone in Starkville's just been awesome. Yeah, it's been loving it. Been good. Life's been good.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Spearman, Texas. Well, like kind of 2 areas I kind of claim. So early Texas is kind of where I started all of my middle school days, elementary. So that's kind of when me and McKenzie met.
Wow.
We were
That's cool.
we were neighbors. Yeah, we were actually neighbors of a duplex. Back in elementary, I was in the first grade, so that's kind of cool how we met. And then moved to Spearman High School back in the Texas Panhandle, kind of by Amarillo for those that don't really know where that's at. Spent my high school there. My grandparents are there. My mom is there, and so that's kind of where I wanted to, end my career in high school and kind of let them watch me play and be around family. So it was awesome. And then went to Texas. That's kind of where I started out in my freshman year of college. Then went to OU, went to Norman for 2 years. Kind of figured out the city wasn't my type of thing. You go from Spearman, Texas to the city, everything is a lot different. So then you go to Norman, great for us, found us a church, got closer with the Lord. Our relationship grew. That's kind of when I asked her to be my wife when we were in Norman. And then, now we're here.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you really the fastest guy in college football?
I would attest to that. Yeah. There's a lot of fast guys in college football, a lot of them, but I'm definitely up there for sure.
So
Probably depends on what's chasing him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Lanny, would you tell the story of us getting what you wanted to do and what happened?
Well,
We had an awesome plan.
we had some ideas around here. We do, and we love to really engage with our guests, and try to participate. So we had I actually mentioned this to your wife at the Foxhole shootout. We had an idea that, maybe you would be interested in racing us, So we were going to all get
It's a
together.
really bad idea.
So it takes a turn here.
Need some stretching.
So we had been talking about it, and I was kind of hyping everybody up internally, wondering if, you would be open to it. And anyways, I think I talked about it a little too much. So last week after the Foxhole, I had mentioned I had met you and we were talking about, the 40-yard dash. And we got a guy here named Mac Thatcher. He's a pretty good little athlete. I would say
he was really fast.
He was really fast. And, so I was kind of narrowing it down. I thought of all of us, believe it or not, Mr. Cole, he was pretty fast too, back in his younger years, he was faster, but
I don't see how.
so the idea was, just to consider it. Well, we got to talking about it Friday, and somebody mentioned that there's no way that Matt could run a 5 flat 40, and we all said he couldn't either. So what do we do in typical Friday afternoon fashion, boss? We went out in the back parking lot. We measured all 40 yards.
Yeah, they came in like, we're running a 40.
We're
Come on.
gonna see what we can do here. We're gonna do. So
I was not here.
yeah,
let me just
you were
say, wait a minute,
fishing.
time out.
He was fishing.
I was definitely not here because
he
I
was
would
not here.
have hit it right in the head before it ever happened.
Yeah. So
And for the record, heads will roll if y'all did this stupid, silly thing. And he ran, just to humor y'all, he injured his pinky or toe. It'd be the end of our life.
well,
So
we didn't
that
know
was
if he
a
would do
really
it, but
bad
we thought
idea.
it'd be interesting to see
I would
how
have
slow we were.
I would have forbidden that no matter what.
We'd all be getting a call from Coach Levy.
That's exactly. That's for sure.
Yeah,
So-
rightfully so.
Speeding on along, we get out there. Richie, of course, is a competitive, guy over here.
Me and you were racing.
Anyways, so Mac, we go out there and measure 40 yards. Again, this is just with the iPhone and, basically stepping it off. And
Right, whatever.
Mac takes off and he runs what? A 5.5.
Yeah.
5.5. Okay. I ran a 6.7.
Yep.
And Richie ran a 6.5. So, anyways, I'm gonna win in the mile. I'm not gonna run in the 40. That's for sure. So, anyways, we came back in. We're talking about it, all hyped up. Well, in typical fashion around here, everybody
came
pours
out.
out into the back parking lot. Now, at this point, I was called into the shop. But I didn't notice a crowd of people gathering up there, and I had went into the shop, and then Christy, who you just met, came up and said, Mac and Rob were racing, and Mac and Rob fell. And I'm like, oh no. So we go outside there. Rob's leaned up against the truck, and I'm kind of knocking the dirt off of him. Like, you all right, man? He's like, yeah, I think so. And I look down at his leg. It was pretty bad. So there's a giant hole. He had Rob had on not ideal clothing, I guess would be the
Had
best.
on jeans and
slip-on boots.
Some brand new flat-soled slip-on boots.
Yeah, I think they were shin, weren't they? They were shin boots. No doubt about it. I look down on, and there's a hole in the knee of his jeans, and I look, and it was pretty gnarly sight down there, honestly.
Tell them what you could see.
Yeah, I could see his kneecap, his tendons, and his shin bone.
That's not good.
So, anyways, we load him on up, take him to the urgent care center. 17 stitches later.
Oh my!
HR cancels our race with you. I don't know what the deal was, but they called it off for some reason.
It's not happening.
we
Yeah,
might
it's
can
not
do an
happening. Oh, my
AI
gosh.
version and
Yeah.
just put our faces on there.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a good idea.
But nonetheless,
Let's move on
We had
from
big
racing.
dreams. We had big dreams. We knew we wouldn't win.
Racing is not in our future.
No, it's not. We need to stick to gamekeeping. That's
right.
for sure.
Brennan, if it's any consolation, this will make you smile too. Lanny got a call from the human resources lady, the insurance lady. She was like, "Now, was this work?
Yeah.
Or was this what was this?"
Well, we were and I'm like, look, we just need to get him taken care of. I was trying to get his personal insurance. I was like, I don't care how we go. I will pay for it. I just need, because they wouldn't work on him, and I'm like, so I called Christy Blake, our grade 8 star lady, and I said, hey, can I get Rob's insurance? He's up here at urgent care and he's fallen. And she said, at work. And I said, yeah, we were at work. She said, what were y'all doing? I was like, well, we were running the 40 in the parking lot. And she said, y'all were what? And I said, running the 40 in the parking lot? And she said, so y'all were on break? And I said, yeah, probably so. Probably so.
I think it'd be research and development.
It was a Friday afternoon.
It was a Friday afternoon. And the doctor
I'm going to have to go home and get some medication or something. Y'all will make me have an anxiety attack talking about it.
Yeah, well, that's why we waited to tell you today.
He signed a waiver.
Yeah, we're good.
Right.
But yeah, so Rob's back in the office. He's moving around pretty good. So
y'all showed me the picture.
I will have to say,
I literally thought the picture made it look like he had broken a bone that was sticking through.
It was awful.
It was so bad.
It was so bad when I looked. I got up and didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then I looked again, and he said, what? And I said, I'm going to get the truck.
Yeah.
he's walking around today.
Yeah, he's good. We'll introduce you
He's
to
tough.
him.
Good.
He is a tough dude. So props.
I will say those were called Grove boots.
Is that what they were?
So maybe that was the bad luck.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. Who would?
They are cool boots, by the way.
And his has a nice skint mark on it.
And blood on them.
Yeah, I do.
You got a memory with them things.
All right, Brenden.
But we were thinking about you last week.
We knew this was a bad idea. So, Brenden, how did you get to love hunting and fishing?
Definitely my grandpa.
The best way.
Yeah, my grandpa. So every holiday, of course, when I was in early Texas, we'd make every holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and we'd always go back home to Spearman where they lived. And in Canadian Texas, my papa had a lot of land that we were, fortunate enough to hunt. And so that's kind of where it started. Every holiday, like I said, that's where I started with grandpa.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then that kind of went from, whitetail hunting. Shot my first deer when I was 6. So that's kind of really when I started on his lap. Shot my first deer when I was 6, and then turkey hunting, varmints, ducks. And there's not a lot of ducks in Texas Panhandle, but we had a little pond that was kind of out by our feeder, and they would come to, so we were able to kind of do it that way. But yeah, that's kind of where it started.
Yeah, that's a game-rich part of the world.
It is. Oklahoma's got a lot of game right there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't they call those things tanks?
Yeah, tanks.
Texas.
Tanks.
Tanks.
Yep.
I have hunted some of those tanks before. And, being from Mississippi, they're like, hey, this is where we're hunting. I looked at them like, we're duck hunting here, really. Until the sun came up, and I was like, oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bunch of ducks out there.
So did the hunting and fishing around Starkville, did that figure into your mind at all when you transferred down this way?
I definitely wanted to be somewhere that I can enjoy it. Definitely, just being for my last year, I couldn't go, in Austin, I went a whole year without really doing any of it. And it kind of drove me insane.
It's terrible.
So that was really the first year I really didn't hunt or fish for probably since I was 6, 7 years old. So yeah, I definitely kind of played into it some. I wanted to be somewhere where the outdoors was a thing, and what better place to start with?
You in the right spot for that, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was just talking before the podcast. We should make sure, everybody's got to be good at something. And we do have a great university, kind of unsung hero in a lot of things, but it is the place for hunting and fishing university.
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
There's so much to do here. I mean, we were talking, was 100-something thousand acres of public hunting?
I'm no doubt about it.
Within 30 minutes or less.
Less than
campus.
that.
Yeah.
And all the Corps engineers and the waterway and those reservoirs and other kind of lakes everywhere. Yeah. It goes on and on.
It does.
Lanny said not to mention.
You're not supposed to
Corps
talk
of
about the
Engineers
Corps
land.
engineers,
Tough.
Bobby.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it, Lanny. So.
Oh, yeah, Doxy.
Well, I want to hear the story about both of y'all, but before we do that, let's turn it over to Dudley. He's worked for 2 hours to come up with some questions.
Yeah.
So I think we should
This
all
is fun.
rate him on these questions when it's all over with.
But how appropriate that is a rapid fire for our rapid guest.
Oh, that's right.
Exactly.
All right,
He
so-
is the fastest question asker maybe at this table. So.
While trying to be fast.
So, yeah, we want a quick answer, just kind of fun, hoping to get to know you better.
Both of them?
10 or 12. Let me see. Yeah, I think some of them are related to sports, but we'll just deal with it when we go.
That's right. There we go.
All right, so McKenzie, you answer first, and Brenen, you answer second.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, so are you ready?
Yes.
I am. I'm ready.
What was your first vehicle?
Nissan Altima.
Mine was a 20. No, it wouldn't have been. It was a Ford F-150.
There we
Yeah,
go.
right.
Ford F-150.
In high, all right. In high school, were you strictly football, or did you participate in other sports?
Basketball player.
Basketball.
I like the rough sports.
All right.
Track and football.
All right. What is the best barbecue you have ever had?
Terry Black's.
I would have to agree. Terry
Black's.
I've
All
got
right,
to find
everybody
this
look
place.
that up.
I'm looking it up right now.
What is your current favorite place to go out and eat in Starkville?
Easy.
Taste.
Did you know what a boiled peanut was before you moved here?
No, but I see them at every gas station now.
I had no idea.
Oh my gosh.
And the fact that there's different flavors is crazy.
They're delicious.
I had no idea
I
about
see them over there.
I had no idea about a fried pork chop either. That was something that I
we
had
don't
to-
fry pork chops in
Wait,
Texas. That's
Wow,
not.
y'all were missing out. That's a good one.
That was phenomenal.
That's a good one there.
What would you say is your favorite wild game meat? Fish, whatever.
The elk I had at the Fox Shootout.
Oh,
I'd say
all
elk.
right.
Yeah.
Elk is delicious.
Name a bucket list fishing trip you'd like to go on.
Too many.
Florida.
Florida Keys.
We want to go peacock bass fishing.
Yeah, we want to go on like I would.
Bobby, you did that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Well, I just did it in the right outside of Miami in some canals.
Yes,
Okay.
that's where we want to go.
The
That's
Amazon
where
is where-
Amazon. Yeah, the Amazon basin probably dream like throwing a 1 ounce, 6-7 inch popper on top of the water catching peacock bass. That's
Yeah.
probably
Okay.
On top water.
Yeah.
What about a hunting? Just dream trip.
Elk hunt.
I want to do
Utah.
I want to do a bow. We'll kill an elk with my bow. That's kind of-
Unfortunately, elk season's in football season, so that will not be done until football's over.
So until I'm done playing football, that's when I'll go on that trip. That's the dream trip.
Yep.
for sure.
All right.
That's awesome.
And so far in your college career, can you name an opposing player who has hit you the hardest?
I don't know about a player, but a team. It would have been TCU my sophomore year at Oklahoma. I got hit pretty hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
And last but not least, have you ever driven through Amarillo at daybreak, blaring Amarillo by morning?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. We have two.
Absolutely.
I told everybody I was going to ask that. And just about everybody in the room.
It's
has
wrong
done it.
not to.
It is wrong
You
not
know?
to.
Yeah.
So one of the coolest little signs we've been out in Texas at Dr. Bob LeGrand's on his porch, and you walk up, it's like a little concrete step up, and it says right there's a little step up in the concrete landing before you go in his house, actually. It said, unless you are God or George Strait, remove your boots before you come
Absolutely.
in.
Absolutely.
How about that? That was 2 hours. That was good.
That's a good job.
Good.
Really good.
So, how did you guys, McKenzie? Did you grow up hunting, or did he take you? How'd that happen?
I did. So I grew up in Central Texas, born and raised.
What town?
Brownwood.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
Brownwood, Brady's not from that's that
Absolutely,
area.
yeah.
That's not far from where we go.
It's a good hunting area over
very.
there. So born and raised Central Texas. I grew up in the stock show life. I showed pigs, lambs, goats, all that kind of stuff. My grandpa as well is the one who kind of veered me toward that path of fishing and hunting. And then, through high school, playing sports and stuff, I didn't really have time. And then once we started dating and it meant so much to him, I love doing things with him. So learning that with him that's like our favorite dates to go on. And
That's so
I love
cool.
learning what he loves to do. And we do it together now. So, it's just the way we live our life.
Makes my
that's
life
cool.
easy. I don't have to ask to go hunting.
Around here, she would
I
be
get mad if he goes without me.
we would nickname her Dream Girl.
That's awesome.
That really it's awesome.
We work well with the boat too. I back the trailer down. He gets it in the water.
It's awesome.
Now that we have a boat, we're unstoppable.
She
Y'all
can
are
back
never
a
gonna
trailer
see us.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So the big question, I think that maybe him and his close buddy Isaac took the boat out, and he might have gotten into one of Bobby's fishing holes.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. I hadn't heard about this.
Talking about with the limestone walls.
The Old Waverly Water.
Yeah. Look at Bobby. Oh,
We did.
All of a sudden, this is not such a good idea, right, Bobby?
Yeah, it's just,
He is so protective of his fishing holes.
Oh.
I've never seen anything like
well,
it.
you have to.
Man, that is
Reasonably so.
that is a boat ramp. I've never backed a boat down in a
So-
harder ramp than that one.
Tight.
I don't know if you can call it a boat ramp. Yeah, it's pretty rough. That's for sure.
My wife gets real frustrated at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
has
Especially after dark. you're just doing it closed eyes.
Very high degree of difficulty.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful lake. Though.
It is a cool place.
And the cabin overlooking the water, I mean, it's gorgeous.
It's a cool spot.
It is a great
Sunsets
spot.
right
Bobby will send you some pins of where to drop and
Yeah,
throw.
for sure.
Yeah.
Look, I want to turn over here and look at Richie. He's a huge Mississippi State fan.
He
He
is.
is.
He was so excited about this, Brenen. Richie, surely you have a question you'd like to ask.
Oh, you're bringing it up to me?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here.
Don't be nervous, Richie.
Yeah.
All right. Most adrenaline rush: scoring a touchdown or shooting a big buck?
Shooting a big buck, not even close.
What? I like that.
Is that, I'm kind of surprised.
Well, this touchdown thing is business, you know?
It's to be honest, it's not even close.
Oh,
Not even close. You score, you're lucky to score. You can score twice in a game. You shoot a 180-inch buck. I mean, that's a thing.
that's the thing. That's
That's a once in a lifetime thing.
That's what I'm
You have that.
You
I
don't
get
do that
that.
twice in a year. So
You have that bow drawn back, and it's you can barely breathe.
Oh, there's nothing compared to shooting a deer with a bow as far as adrenaline's concerned, for sure. Even as much as I love turkey hunting, it just doesn't compare.
That kind of surprised me, Brenen. But when you say 180, now I'm right there with you.
I mean, even like you could go to 140, 150. I mean, any caliber of that kind of caliber of deer, it's not even close.
Yeah, mature
Big
whitetail.
old buck.
When I watched you a couple of Saturday nights ago with just a few seconds left, can you walk us? I would just love to hear what was going through your mind when you you knew what the play was going to be, and you look at that defense, and what was going through your mind?
There was really the only thing going through my mind is I have to find a way to get in that end zone. So you kind of have he calls the play, you get the route, and you look at the defense. You're like, okay, there's no one back there for the probably the straight 3/4 of just everyone being back there. First time, no one's back there. The game's on the line. So I'm like, I gotta find a way to get back there. I knew there a blitz was coming. I had to be fast. And then when I seen Blake throw the ball, I was just gotta catch it. Just gotta catch it. Just got to catch it. Caught it, and then all I could see was the end zone, and it was just blackout after that.
Yeah. He was leaving them in the dust.
It was wild.
Yeah.
The coolest thing, I guess you could see, I'm sure, the way they lined up, and you could see it before it happened. I'm sure.
Absolutely. I kind of knew what was going to happen if it was, capable of happening. There's a million things that happen in football, but the way it was designed to work, I knew it was game.
So can you look over at the quarterback, or all of a sudden do y'all share a moment or second right there, and he knows what you're thinking? Does it happen like that?
Practice.
Yep.
Practice. I mean, we've ran that play probably 8-10 times that week before it even happened. So just being on the same page as far as practice goes, he kind of knows where my head's thinking. I know what he's thinking, and then it just goes from there.
So if you watch the rerun thing, and it's paired with the radio people, which is I love to go back and listen to them,
Yes.
even over the TV,
Gives you chills.
because we got a great one. But the play-by-play or the extra guys, Matt from Tupelo up there, that played, he was college quarterback at State too, and he's really, really good at it. But if you watch that, before you even break, maybe a second before you break, and he goes, and the normal guy, Neil Price, he hadn't even got excited yet. You hear this voice go, touchdown!
Yeah.
And you could hear it probably 2 or 3 seconds before it actually started to happen, because he could see it coming and he knew the coverage, and the rest of the field was wide open. And one thing he did, he threw it where nobody could have touched it but you.
Nobody. Yeah.
It was perfect.
So before the play, I mean, did you know you were going to get the ball, or when you just line up, you just happened to see it all come together?
So in that situation, I think it was it third or fourth down? I can't even remember.
Third. It was third down.
It was 39. I'm pretty
Richie will
sure.
know.
It was 39.
Third and 9.
Yep.
30. Probably maybe 40 seconds left.
39.
39 seconds left. So we have to get a first. Like that has to happen. We can't take a sack, can't punt it. We have to get a first down, if not score now. So that was kind of the mindset, is getting his vision as fast as possible, but at the same time, like Levy always says, go change the game now. And so that was just kind of my mindset going into it.
Well, that
Cool.
was
Have you ever been in a louder stadium?
I don't think so.
No.
It's very underestimated for how loud it can be.
I mean, I felt the foundation under my
Yeah,
feet
that was
shaking.
that was
It was
a moment.
euphoric.
Texas OU gets pretty loud.
Yeah.
My freshman year at Texas, we played Bama at home. That was pretty loud.
I bet.
And then last year when I was at Oklahoma, Tennessee, and we played Tennessee at home with the first SEC game, that was pretty loud. I'm expecting Saturday to be the loudest stadium I've ever heard.
It's going to be loud, especially if it breaks our way. I've said it before. There's something about that. The air is vibrating. There's so much noise.
I love
It
it.
is wild because it's a whole different type of loud than a normal stadium.
Yeah, I have to wear hearing protection.
It's I don't
Really?
Yeah, I mean I believe it.
So, McKenzie, where do you sit? I mean, like, do you get so nervous you can't watch, or I mean?
Oh no, I'm all in it. I mean, I was just telling a few guys this the other day. The Lord knew I wasn't meant to be like a baseball wife, nothing. I need to be in the hostile environment where we're screaming and yelling. And I'm over in section 1, so by the big scoreboard. And I mean, we're in first come, first serve, 6 through 20, the rows. So I try to get as close as I can just to be able to see and be right there up on the field. I mean, yeah, it's an awesome stadium for sure.
That was such an exciting play.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
It was.
I mean,
Yep,
it was
a lot of reasons. Yep.
It was a turning point for his career too. I mean, seeing that was just
Yeah, that
such
was
a
my
joyous moment.
First 100-yard game.
Last year at Oklahoma. I
But
mean,
I mean, it was the whole team, and I know all that. But it was you did it, and you know what it meant to a great group of people.
No, I think that was
because it really boosted that hope, knowing because it actually is such a knowing now that they've got a chance to really move forward.
that was definitely like one of my favorable moments in my life, like in general, just because of what this fan base has went through, what this team has went through, the respect and love I have for this coaching staff, especially Coach Lebby, and just all my teammates around me that are, trying to go accomplish a common goal, with everybody saying they can't do it. So just in that moment, what it meant for this university, these fans, unbelievable.
It meant
It's
a lot.
huge.
There was a lot of chatter after that. People saying Starkville versus the world.
Yeah,
You better
that's
bet on
right.
Starkville.
Yeah.
So
It was an emotional moment.
oh, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, because they kind of talked a little trash beforehand,
oh,
hadn't they?
absolutely.
I'd say
losing Coach Lee.
There were
and all
some-
that, and
Oh my gosh, I'm not talk about that. So sad. But there was some definite bulletin board material. I think the week of that game. So
yeah.
That was.
that wasn't very wise.
So my first introduction to you was you were on Paul Feinbaum, and you just handled yourself so well, so professional.
Yep.
And that's when we
Just
said,
being himself.
We got to get him.
So I gotta have this disclaimer: blatant plug, prejudice.
Time out.
Yeah, time out. I just have to say this because he mentioned it, and so it's important. We got kids out there thinking about where they might go or not. And I know there's a lot of pressures and other things involved today, but I've always said one of the main things is who would you want your son to go play for that would help turn boys into men and great men of God and family oriented and is those things carried on in life. And there's a lot of great coaches who could do that, but I just want to be sure he mentioned it. You won't get any better at it than Jeff Levy. So if you want your son and you want to play for someone to help you in all those ways, he is a great human being.
Absolutely.
He really, really is.
Great human being.
Yeah, Lanny's got a little quarterback coming along.
Oh, man.
Everybody has a great one. Everybody in high school is,
Brenen, let me tell you this. This is the truth. Until a couple years ago, if the only time Lanny had said the word quarterback is if he had loaned you some money earlier. He didn't know what a quarterback was.
Well, he did.
I knew a little bit.
We're a football player, but he was just asking you whether it was on offense or defense.
Yeah, it's just confusing. It is. Okay. But I'm all in now. That's true.
I want to get serious. I don't know. I'm going to ask you a question. I have no idea what the answer is to this, but is there some significance in your number, 0?
There is no one. Like I am nothing without the Almighty and my teammates around me. So I feel like just the resemblance of being 0, I'm no number. Everyone around me has a number. Everyone around me is ahead of me, including the Almighty.
That's incredible.
That's real right there.
It is. Yeah.
That reminds me of the kids who went to that camp that time, and all the T-shirts said, "I'm third."
Yep. See, I wanted to get 2nd or 2 because I am 2nd, behind. But then Blake has it, so I'm like, how can I? Okay, 0.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. Did you know that, Bob?
No. You might as well drop the mic. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That is good. Wow.
Well, I want to know, so I have a buddy, Paul Lacoste, that played at State years ago.
I remember.
He's a year older than me. He beat me around in high school. I was like third string, and so in practice they'd hand the ball to him, and he would just run into me to end the play, and he'd fall on top of me. I was like 135 pounds. But he had a little saying, and his little saying when he got the ball was one more step. And it really worked well for him at state and in the pros.
Yeah.
Do you have something in your mind, or are you just mindless?
I'm just mindless. I'm mindless.
Instincts.
Yeah,
So it's, some people aim, some people shoot instinctively, so cool. Okay.
No, I just just me. Of course, you do that. You've been doing this for so long, and so many practices, so many of this, so many of that. So it's just instinctive.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I like the one step though. That's cool.
Yeah, it is.
So did you play football as a youngster? And
I did. So I kind of started. Oh man, I'd have been 6, 7 years old. Flag football. Then you get to elementary. You kind of do some pads, and then middle school, and then high school. Yeah.
And Texas is huge in
It's
football.
huge. It's kind of everything in Texas.
Yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is the thing in Texas.
It is the thing.
Friday night football.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, the towns will shut down for it.
That's it.
Mhm.
Especially small
Businesses.
town. Woo.
Yep.
And they got
it.
some stadiums out there.
Man,
Oh,
they
yeah.
do.
Yep.
I mean, serious stadiums.
It's football culture for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, Brenen, had you rather you catch an 8-pound bass or McKenzie catch an 8-pound bass?
She's already caught a 10-pound bass.
Whoa.
Whoa, Bobby.
I have. He got it mounted for us, so that's in our house right now.
All right.
That's awesome.
So I
On
was
a
So you're
top
saying
water
you're up.
frog.
selfishly me.
Look at Bobby.
No more zeros. Yeah.
Bobby is green with jealousy.
I caught it on a topwater frog, and I mean, talk about adrenaline rush.
I bet
my
so.
God.
I mean,
Man, I
you
was
see that
ecstatic.
come and explode on the top of the water. I mean,
I was fishing. I was actually, so it was like a kind of this L-shaped, curve-shaped, reservoir. And she's towards this end, and I'm towards the other end, and I'm kind of facing my back towards her, and all I hear is kadoosh. And I turn, and that rod's just bent.
Vince.
And I was like, oh my goodness.
It's a funny story. The guy that he was a ranch broker. It was a piece of property that he was trying to sell. He gave us a call. He was like, hey, look, I need y'all to come out here and catch some fish so I can post it on the website to show what this body of water holds. I caught that fish, and he immediately posted, and the land sold the same
I was
day.
fixing. I bet it sold so quick.
He
It
was on
sold
the
within
phone.
about 2 hours.
He was on the phone the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes
It
a
was
lot
awesome.
of sense.
It was awesome.
Well, you don't see 10-pound bass very often.
No.
No.
I mean, even in
Yeah.
a prime lake.
Well, and the beauty of that one was that it was owned by an elderly woman who didn't touch it.
Oh, like
it hadn't
just-
been touched by humans at all.
Wow.
Really?
He was like the same owners own this land for like 70 years.
Yeah.
And just no hunting, no fishing, nothing.
So those fish weren't pressured
So I mean,
at all.
we could catch 100 fish in
Yep.
an hour.
That's
Wow.
all.
It was-
That's
it was
amazing that it
wild.
stayed in balance like
Bobby,
that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, it was
And you
healthy.
could just-
Grass is
yeah.
everywhere. It was
You
an
could just tell the
amazing place.
fish were so healthy.
There's probably 140, 150 inch.
Look at
fish
Bobby's
Yeah,
face.
they're
in,
lying.
in the middle
Yeah.
of summer. Just
You ever caught a 10-pound bass, Bobby?
No, I have not.
No, I just wanted to know that.
A double-digit bass is hard to get.
it's like a 180, a 190 of a whitetail kind of range.
Yeah.
That's the.
And on topwater too. I mean, how do you
not
not?
on a topwater frog?
Yeah, I know what I'd have done. Oh, just like that.
I mean, I was waist deep in the water.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have a net. I didn't try. I was waist deep trying to get that fish out.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was going to say,
it's hard to
you had
set
to grab
the
it
hook
by
on a
hand?
frog.
I did. So I jumped in the water and was about waist thigh deep and just
We weren't letting that thing come off.
I got
Absolutely
slither of the
not.
mouth, 2 hands, just boom, grabbed it.
Yeah.
It was-
I
Not
mean,
getting away now.
It was
And
so
I've-
hard letting it back in. You just want to sit and look at it, and it's
it was
just like,
wild.
okay, we got to part ways now.
got the
but
measurements and got everything and put
Got
it
it.
back.
Oh,
and
that's
it was-
great.
Oh, look at y'all. Yeah.
she's mounted up on our wall now. Get to look at her every day.
Maybe she's
It's his
12
turn now. Now that we got the bow, it's his turn.
She's actually. We went to Lake OH Ivy down in Central Texas. I don't know if y'all have heard of that place, but it is phenomenal.
Number one bass fishing lake in the world.
It's phenomenal.
Wow.
And
30 minutes from my hometown.
there, I think sometime like for the past 2 years, the month of like April, March, maybe there was a double-digit caught every single day. Like it's insane.
Wow.
So we go down there with a buddy of ours, and she hooks what looks to be like a 12-pounder, like a share lunker,
Because the water's clear. I mean, you can see it.
share lunker type bass, and gets all the way to the boat, shakes the 8-inch swim bait off it goes.
And you just he probably sat there kind of for a minute, and then you watched him slowly fade
And
away.
me and my friend of mine whose boat we're on, we're just like, we're lost for words. Like, we don't even know what to say. We're just like,
insane.
do I tell you that you just lost a double-digit bass, or do we just better off not saying anything?
Yeah.
What's better?
Could have been my second. Yeah.
So no, it was.
So that was after the other one.
That was after the other one.
And you got it. That's just what it is. That's right.
Yeah. I was casting into the middle of the 40 foot
Yeah, we're over
lake
here throwing
too.
top waters into the trees, and she just picks up this big swim bait and chunks into the middle of the lake. I'm like, all right, well, if you're doing that, let us sink all the way to the bottom. So she just sitting there, and we start drilling. All of a sudden, I turn back, and there's just this fish. I kid you not. It was awesome.
Oh, it's awesome.
Good stuff.
Toxie has probably caught the biggest fish of anybody in here. He's got a legit 12-pounder.
12-2.
Did you get it mounted?
Wow.
Actually, it's the only bass I've ever killed. I wanted to get the actual bass mounted. It was
Yes.
from my lake that we have at our place in Alabama. So
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yep.
It's a big one.
It was cool.
Wow.
That's a giant.
It was really cool because I had seen him a couple times, and I went up there at daylight, and
Spot and stalk.
it was like a weightless worm. Someone told me to try that. It was so finicky. It was a pond that we stocked with only Florida. It was the first one we ever built back in the day, and didn't realize how they would get huge, but they're so finicky, so smart, and so hard to catch when they get big. We got, by the way, I don't want to distract you too much right now because y'all got a mission, but the fishing we got plenty of.
Hey.
Yeah, we definitely got to come.
Yep.
We're
see
trying
what it's
to,
about.
his bye week, we're wanting to make it
Yeah, that's
a relaxing weekend to be able to just
Yes.
fish and hang out.
Goose fry.
It's hard to imagine like an athlete like yourself just having any free time. I can't imagine you have much.
You don't have much. No, you don't. You really
That's
don't.
the one thing I've always admired for about most of them. I was going to say everybody that you get that benefit from playing a sport, especially in college and all the demands of it. You learn to be a little bit better at time management. Or you don't get to do anything you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you get it forces you to get a little organized.
It does.
Well, a lot of people don't realize it. This isn't like a 5 to 9. I mean, 9 to 5. This is like a sun up to sundown.
Your whole life.
mean,
yeah.
Plus
And
school,
yes. Plus school, then
Training,
there's different
eating.
sections of the year. So winter workouts those look a little different than spring ball. That looks a little different than fall. It looks a little different than the rest of it. So it's just all this changing. But then you have to learn the importance of a routine.
Yeah.
And like you said, time management and just how to manage time.
What's the majors?
Business.
Business. That's what I majored in.
Whenever he was at University of Texas, I actually went to dental school at Abilene Christian University. So I went there and I was a dental assistant for 2 years. After I was done with dental, I went to esthetician school. So now I work and manage a med spa in Starkville.
How about that?
Oh, nice.
How about that?
Yeah.
Bobby could use a trip over there. I
think
tell
I
you,
could.
you
Just
need
being around these guys.
Alongside with different surgeons and stuff. So I get to see a lot of cool, fat transplants and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
My daughter-in-law is finishing her fellowship right now until she's moving back here, and she'll be a dermatology surgeon. She's got some really advanced training in surgery, so she'll be a dermatologic, dermatology
it's a really cool
surgeon.
field of work.
Yep.
It is. It's really cool.
We're excited about getting them back here.
So, Brenen, does when the coaches know you like hunting and fishing, do they call you to the side and say, "Look, I know you're gonna go deer hunt, but don't climb up a tree, or be careful"? Or do they warn you or say anything to you?
Well, let me actually enjoy some of it. He's a Texas kid, Texas guy himself. So he knows how important it is to me as well. I think that's kind of some understanding there is like how important it is, for me to be able to go do those things. So he always helps me out, putting me in contact with you guys, and that was a huge thanks to him and thanks to y'all. And so, but there definitely is some of that. Be safe. There's still things that happen.
Yes.
So just take caution for sure.
I mean, last year after practice, he would put his hunting stuff in the back of his truck, and then right after practice, he'd be in the tree stand.
Absolutely.
So-
I had a place right outside of Norman, Oklahoma, and it was kind of in the city, but there was this big horse ranch that nobody could hunt that was kind of like neighboring up against the city. And it was probably, I don't know, it was huge, 10, 15,000 acres, just huge, but nobody allowed any kind of deer hunting. And so I got a property that was right beside it.
That's the one you want.
Yep.
And it was probably 18 minutes from campus.
Nice.
Perfect.
So I would be able to get out of class at, I don't know, 1 o'clock, 1:30, and have my stuff in the stand, have my scent-proof soap, have all my stuff ready, shower there at the facility, get all my clothes on in the field, and walk in and be sitting in there before 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. You are obsessed with this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oklahoma's got some great stuff in it.
Oh yeah.
Time out.
Not like Starkville.
And
Come on, come
I'm
on.
probably hunting a 180, by the way, which is off. I have pictures. The one time he daylighted, we were at an away game at Ole Miss
We're watching the cameras like
in November.
And it had to be
He
Ole
came in an
Miss.
hour
Had to be
before
Ole Miss.
daylight. And
Wow.
that's the only time he daylighted.
Yeah.
With all due respect, Brenen, I'd appreciate if we wouldn't talk about Oklahoma anymore. I'd like to keep it down here. If we-
They do have us on the deer, but
if
They
we
do.
could, yeah. Did you kill the deer?
I did not. No.
No.
He never
kill him.
daylighted.
Yeah, there's a lot of people have gotten their hearts broken in Norman, Oklahoma recently.
What about, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bobby.
Was that an Auburn story?
It was. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
you think one of y'all gets a deer or a turkey, y'all are going to get in front of the Mississippi State sign?
Absolutely.
And do
Absolutely.
The fabulous Stark Vegas sign.
Absolutely.
I should have done that when I was in college.
I love it.
Yeah.
So one thing you
course,
haven't
they didn't have
experienced
cameras back then.
I guarantee you're going to enjoy, because although y'all are working and there's other stuff going on, the springtime, you get to relax, and the baseball thing is incredible there.
Yeah, we were actually able to catch a couple games last year. They're so awesome.
cool.
It's
It's so cool.
It's the
awesome.
best.
And the pressure's off of you, so you could mix in maybe doing a little turkey hunting, going fishing too.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Brenen, you look like you're in fabulous shape.
Oh, really? What gave it away, Bobby?
Well, see, but you are. So, do you like? Are you eating great all day long?
Oh,
Do they
know.
and working out? Or you be able to keep this lifestyle up later in life? You think?
It's definitely, I wouldn't say as much later in life, because I'm, it's electrolytes, water, Gatorade, like 24/7, Monday through Sunday. Eating wise, it's, about the timing of my meals has to be right. My snacks have to be, a certain type of snacks. Can't be, too much sugar, too much this, too much that. But then it's routine. But just kind of figuring out what works for me, what doesn't work for me, along my 4 years of being in college. But it's pretty strict. And then as far as afterwards, when I'm done playing ball, I still want to keep some of those great habits as far as health goes, as far as eating right and, keeping myself hydrated and that kind of stuff. But then also still working out on the side, but maybe not as strict. I may have some, ice cream at night when I'm not supposed to, things like that. So it's for sure. It's work.
Landon works out a lot. And,
Tell us about track.
incredible. He looks.
Oh, 100%. And just what it takes.
Well, Bobby,
Are you eating?
He's playing SEC football.
Yeah. So is it a lot of small meals during the day? Is that what you do? Or
I do. So I actually do a big breakfast. I do big lunch. And then I have to do like a lot of snacks between lunchtime and dinner, and then eat a little later time, and then have a big meal at night.
We always try to focus on good protein for dinner.
lean protein?
We could
lot of
eat
carbs.
ribeye.
That's kind of-
every night of the week.
That's kind of where I like, like you said, after this goes, I would definitely eat a lot of less carbs. There'd be some meals where I'm 20% protein and I'm 80% carbs.
Oh, right now?
Like right now.
Oh, yeah, because you're burning it up.
I'm burning so fast.
Yeah.
And so I have to stay hydrated to, do what I do.
Is that potatoes, rice?
Potatoes, rice, pasta.
Yeah.
Every meal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every meal.
Make me hungry.
So I was going to ask a minute ago. So you ran track in high school, right?
I did. Yes, sir.
And how'd that go?
I had
Tell them how many gold medals you
So
have.
I had 3 gold medals, state.
So that's a state
track,
championship.
State championship.
That's what I thought.
And then 1 silver. So junior year, sophomore year, I had some injury stuff. And then junior year, went to state, won the 2, got second in the 100, ran like 10-3.
Good Lord.
And then my senior year, I won both of them with a 10-2 in the 100 and a 20.7 in the 2.
Wow.
Yeah, my whole senior year was 10-2, 10-2, 10-2, 10-2. I can never crack 10-2. And my junior year I actually went 10-1-8. But then I just kind of stayed in that 10-2, 10-2-1 range.
How old were you when you realized I'm going to play college athletics? I'm going to play football. What age were you?
Middle school, maybe. Maybe a little bit before on flag football, and you're just kind of running past everyone, and it's just
They
kinda
give me the
something.
ball every time.
Like
What's
you
going
just
on here?
and baseball. Believe it or not, baseball was kind of my calling. elementary, middle school, all the way until high school. Spearman High School doesn't have baseball. So that's what really kept me and my mom from moving to Spearman way back when, is because baseball was something that I was very passionate about. I always say if I wasn't doing this, I'd definitely be playing baseball somewhere. And so, that was kind of my route, baseball. And then still in football in middle school, and you're just like, man, okay, like maybe this is what I need to do. Maybe football is kind of more my calling. And then, so I was able to give up baseball, moving, to Spearman High School, and did football, and then kind of ran with it.
Literally. Yeah. Really fast.
They need the money if he's through with football and everything. He need to walk on baseball just to be a DR.
Yeah. So what do you think about, like we were talking about this before you got here, it's pretty neat that you can go to a sporting event at Mississippi State. We are maroon, white, you see some black too, but you see a lot of bottomland.
You sure do.
I love it.
It's just crazy how that works.
Hometown cooking.
I love it. I love it.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to wear maroon to a game anymore.
I think I wear more bottomland than maroon.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Hit the horns on that, Richie.
Clanger.
So do you think there are lessons that you learn in football that you can apply to deer hunting or to fishing that serve you well?
I would actually reverse them. There's a lot of lessons I learned in the field that help me just in life in general. As far as football goes, I mean, things don't always go right. Things don't always go as planned. Patience. Live and learning.
Patience is a good one.
It's a great one.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Wow. Lanny.
Yeah.
Hayden, he's got a son that's just started playing quarterback now, and he kind of had to because of the team.
Small schools.
Well, yeah, when you got 9 people on an 8-man team,
Yeah.
it kind of happens.
Yeah.
So, Brenen, have you got any things that Hayden could do to increase his speed over time? Is there some boy, if he'd work on this though in the off season, he could get faster? Is there anything?
You get stronger, you get faster.
There you go.
Get stronger and flex. You'll get faster.
Brenen, Lanny's pretty strong, but odor isn't everything.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm not fast.
That's awful. You mark that time code, Richie.
McKenzie,
He can't help but pick on me because I do such a good job of returning the favor.
he does.
That's funny.
All right, Dudley, what else you got?
Man, I've got too many.
Well, Brenen, have you got any questions you'd like to ask us? We're hogging.
Yeah. What is y'all's favorite outdoor moment? And I know there's a lot.
Man.
Fishing or hunting, like
Toxi's
just in
got
general.
the best, and they have to be around Mr. Fox.
Yeah, but it's just family in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I can think about all 3 of my kids killing their first turkey or deer. Those are the big things. But then my dad, last year fixed to be 95. That was pretty major because
Amazing.
both sons and son-in-law, it was like a son, were there. And it was just crazy.
That's a special moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally it was a God thing. And I'm not to sound whatever about it, but it really was.
No, it was a straight blessing.
He
that's
just
for sure.
snapped to the whole thing.
That's awesome.
And instinct, of course, took over. But it was amazing. It really was.
It's funny to listen to you tell the story because you said, I saw it in his eyes all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
And you said, I knew it was going to happen. It's pretty wild. It is.
Well, have y'all figured out that one of the really major benefits of hunting is you get this great source of protein?
Absolutely.
The venison. And is that
Grass-fed, free-range, and organic.
Organic.
Yep,
Yeah.
the best
Got
kind.
it.
There's nothing. You can't get it in the store.
That's right.
Can't get it in the store.
And you know where it comes from.
So you got here last year, just came in for one trip and stuff. But this year, when you get time, you can maybe kill some venison and leave it hanging in the cooler and let it age and get a good supply.
We're pros at that. That's for sure.
We're definitely.
Yeah, we actually use the seed cooler at the nursery.
They
So
do.
you can come
Yeah, we
to
got
the-
one in Starville.
Yeah, the
Come way down all
between
the way.
here and Starville is where the nursery is.
So
there.
we got a walk-in cooler. We keep all our acorns and pecans and everything we store to plant the next spring. So you're simulating winter.
Right.
Yep.
And so
there's usually a few deer in there.
we age our deer in there too.
That's awesome.
Yep.
As long as it works.
Yeah. Well, if you had to pick one thing to do, would it be hunting or fishing? Have y'all?
Hunting.
I gotta go with fishing.
Yeah, that's tough. But hunting.
The good thing
I
is you
gotta
don't
go
have
with
to
fishing.
choose. Yeah.
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 What do you
You
like
don't
about
choose.
fishing so much?
I can't say. I could say both. The peacefulness. I feel like just being outdoors, I feel more connected to the Lord. It's a great way to clear the mind. But I feel like there's just something about being on top of a body of water, and just being able, in the stand, you have to be quiet. You can't talk. Mm-hmm. But on the boat, you can have some music going. We can chit chat. We can kind of conversate, talk to each other. I don't know. I just feel like I'm more fluent when it comes to fishing. I know more about all the different baits, all the different poles. I know how to work the boat now. I know how to use a trolling motor. I just feel a little more in control when it comes to fishing personally. But hunting is definitely something that I love just as much. And I love to be in a blind with him. Yeah.
She would like duck hunting.
She would.
Yeah, because you could talk.
Because in the right situation, if you're going to where there's plenty of ducks and you were in a duck blind, because then, you can't necessarily play the music, but the rest of you can talk and,
move
whatever.
Around.
Break out the snacks, drink a cup of coffee,
Absolutely.
Blind snacks are awesome.
Yeah.
And you have the dogs. That's the cool thing for us. We raise and train dogs too.
Yeah.
So we have the dogs.
Yeah.
Everybody here's got a dog.
Mm-hmm. Y'all need a dog. Lanny, you need to hook
We
them
can
up.
fix them up.
Again, I don't know if they want that distraction quite yet, but
We have two. We want another one at some point. We just.
you have two right now?
Yeah.
In Starkville? Oh.
We have an English golden retriever. He's a big boy. He's about 85 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have a mini long-haired dachshund weenie dog who ran in the Derby.
Man. He's
Oh, no way.
Almost won it and turned around at the very last second at the finish line.
Would have won it.
And he would have won.
Yeah, so every
It's
year,
in the family.
Yeah.
every year the city of Starkville has a wiener dog racing
The
contest.
world's largest.
the
wiener
world's,
dog.
and people come from all over.
all over.
And so when we moved here, we were like, this is God. We have a weenie dog. There's no way we're not putting him in this.
No way he was not going in that.
Absolutely not.
And he had it won.
He had it
He
won.
had it.
Yep.
He came all the way to my feet, probably 10, 15 yards in front of every other dog, and takes off running back the
On a
opposite way.
point, turned around and came back to me.
No.
They supposedly make good deer trailing dogs.
Oh, they're feisty.
They're a hunting breed, aren't they?
Yes.
They smell, yeah.
In general,
nose on 'em.
I was just told this. In general, among all dogs, on average, the number one instinct is blood trailing for all of them. It will come natural to them.
Yep.
All different,
I believe it. Yep.
Dogs rule.
Dogs.
Dog rule. That's right.
Dogs.
Yeah, they do.
Dogs.
So are you a bow hunter?
Absolutely.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your setup there.
I shoot a Matthews Phase 4. Got a is it an Ultra View? Ultra View stacked 3-pin. What else is on there?
We were talking about
20, 30, 40.
Yep, 20, 30, 40.
Yeah.
You shoot every day?
Every other day. 20, 30, 40. 72 pounds.
Whoa. That's getting downrange.
Shooting a dead meat broadhead. Shooting Victory arrows.
Is the dead meat expandable or fixed?
Expandable.
Expandable.
3-blade expandable.
I think we heard that mentioned in the
Yeah, we've heard
podcast
dead meat
yesterday
several
we were
times.
recording.
Yeah, Paul Corn, yeah.
Spot hog release.
Yeah. That sounds like a great setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a great setup.
You work on some does.
It'd be awesome if
It'll
you.
fly.
When is the bye week?
There's two.
the first one is October 9th
Ooh.
after we play A&M.
Ooh.
And then the second one is the week before Ole Miss.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be a good time to hunt.
I need to start.
Yeah, the October,
that
the bow hunting week, don't sleep on that October 9th week.
Yeah, you need.
Our deer are so much less nocturnal that first 10 days.
Really?
Of our, and depending on weather a little bit. Yeah. But they're just, honestly, I think it's your best time around here to see a mature deer, even over the rut. Mm-hmm. They
Probably so.
If you don't bust them, if you're careful and you do your
Especially if you
minded
find
P's and Q's. But the early bow season can be really, really good.
When does that open?
October 1st.
Every year.
Wow.
And I got a picture of a hard-horned buck yesterday. So
I did
they're
too.
losing the velvet.
Yeah, they're already caught.
Yeah, the change is happening.
And today I got two.
Did you get them?
They're still in velvet.
I've got a couple in velvet. One
They're
of them's
definitely
torn away.
moving in a fall pattern more than they were a week ago.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Just started.
Seeing a couple randoms show up on camera.
Yeah.
Well, it's so exciting. You can't help but cheer for somebody that loves the same things that you love.
Yes.
And when I learned that about you, it made me take a little interest in you. And the more I've learned, the more impressed I've been. And these,
Thank you.
as I mentioned before, These guys never sit in here.
We've never seen Kendrick in here before. Do you work here? Oh yeah, you do. That's right.
And I keep seeing little heads poke around, looking like we're in a fish tank here.
No, we're proud. We're proud you're here. Proud of you all the way around. Yeah.
You know, we said it at that podcast the other day. It's the cool thing about the outdoors is the relationships. You know, we get that bond, just like what y'all get to do. It's incredible. But you know, business will come and go, and you know, football. I mean, you may go on to huge things, but at some point, you know But the relationships you make over hunting and fishing, nobody can ever take away from you, ever.
I mean, all the people that we met at the shootout last weekend. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah, it's a celebration. You know,
just being around all the people that you know love the same things as you do, and you just feel so at home. I mean, I feel more at home here than we ever did at Oklahoma, and you're bordering Texas, and we're halfway across the country.
Awesome.
So it's like
that's good to hear.
I gotta ask
it again.
But you know,
I'm sorry.
not to go back, you know, and to this horn too much, but Coach Levy knew that. Mm-hmm. He just said this place is so perfect for him.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
He knew it ahead of time, and you're perfect for the place. Quite honestly, both of you.
What was y'all's favorite thing at the Foxhole that y'all ate?
There was a lot.
And wasn't that amazing?
I mean, those Brussels sprouts, I need to know who made those.
Who did make those?
That's my buddy Rob Leslie from Tupelo.
Ooh, I'm going to have to call and give him a call.
I know the recipe.
Best Brussels sprouts.
I know the recipe.
Yeah, they need to slide that over.
There's so much good food.
Super simple.
I don't even know if I had a favorite.
I can't pick,
You got your calorie intake that night.
I did. I think I weighed in at like 172 the next morning. So, yeah, it was great. It was awesome.
Coach Levy was happy.
My dad has a saying about meals like that. He's like, son, I wish I was a cow and had 4 stomachs.
Exactly right.
That's so funny.
Hey, I think we've got a trivia question for you guys. We ask all our guests a trivia question. It's brought to you by the folks at the Peanut Patch.
The Peanut Patch. Yeah, that's right.
Peanuts to try. You'll really enjoy.
We do need to try those.
Richie,
all right,
wake up.
Here we go now. So our listener who left a review this time, Shirley Bob.
Shirley Bob.
I don't know anything about it.
Did you pick this one?
No, I didn't.
Is that like Shirley is in the name?
No,
or?
it's an N. There's an N in there, so it's Shirley.
Okay. Gotcha. Shirley Bob.
Yeah.
They have anything nice to say?
They 5 stars.
Oh,
awesome podcast. Keep it up.
Golly.
There we go.
Look at you.
They're pointing at it right at you, Toxin.
Thanks, Shirley.
Whatever.
And so what did Shirley B here win?
Well, so we've got one more of the Ryan Kirby posters of the Brenen. Watch, get you one of these.
It's a piece of art. You really can call it a poster.
It helps you judge deer. So you're looking at what a 2-year-old body looks like, rack, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old. Yep. It's real impressive. You go to RyanKirbyArt.com and see those. But so we'll get one to whoever that was.
All right. So here we go. What SEC mascot can you legally hunt?
Oh, what a great question.
I know that one.
Did you do this one, Mitchell?
Legally hunt a gator.
There you go. Ding, ding.
Hey.
There's another one.
He's fast.
There's one more. See if you get that one.
There is one more. McKenzie, we're looking at you for this one. Oh, y'all can talk amongst yourselves.
SEC.
SEC.
I need that old poster that has
Take
all the
your time and
mascots
go.
on it.
Yep.
Legally hunt.
Yeah.
Go in alphabetical order.
Technically, technically, if you flew to somewhere overseas,
You're thinking about LSU.
Yes.
no. You could really kill an elephant legally.
Yes,
That's right.
I like that one. It's a horn on that one. Yeah.
That was our kind of third option there.
We need an elephant killer.
Is there another one? Is there another one?
Yeah, there is.
Well, we could make a big game tour out of the SEC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got gators. We got the elephants.
When you were in the state that I didn't want you to mention, and you drove here, you would pass through.
Oh, I know this one. I can't believe I didn't think of
That's
that.
a really good tip right there.
Oh, yeah.
Some consider them a nuisance.
Yeah. They have a there it is.
Arkansas.
There it is.
Yeah.
No suey.
You could go to like India or somewhere and hunt a tiger.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't think you can
No, you
anymore.
can't.
Doctor.
They're illegal in the whole everywhere.
I think they are.
They
Okay,
can
well-
that one.
well, you could
What
use
was
it.
it, Cecil?
You used
The
to.
man eater.
Yeah.
The man eater in India.
Yeah.
I don't,
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
awesome.
Yeah, that
I
was.
love it.
Yeah, good
How
trivia.
fast he jumped out with a gator. That was the number one
I want to.
Have you ever hunted one?
No.
It is so much fun.
I want to so bad.
Is the season still open here? Or is it back down?
It's over now.
It's over. It was in around Labor Day.
There's many as they were at first.
No, we thinned them out pretty
Is
good.
it a short season?
Yeah, just a week to 10 days.
week.
Yeah, 10
Gotcha.
days. And it's sight fishing
And you
here.
have to go out on, you don't have to go out at night.
No, you don't need
You're
to.
better to go off at night. Yeah, we call them a swamp marlin.
I like
spotlight 'em?
I like to sleep.
And then
That's
you
awesome.
spot and you cast over and hook them and then get them to the boat.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is.
gotta-
It really is. It is fishing.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys? Are you a senior this year?
Senior, yeah.
What? So what are y'all praying for, hoping for?
I'll let you.
I mean, the ball's in your court, and
To me, I want to hunt and fish. I want to be somewhere I can hunt and fish, enjoy life, have a good church, raise a good family, enjoy
Amen.
life.
Come on.
travel.
Can you be more?
I mean, you just can't get any better than that.
Travel, do a lot of traveling,
We want to build a barndominium.
a lot
one
of
day.
hunting, a
There
lot
you
of
go.
fishing.
That's our dream.
That's it.
Build a barn dough.
Well, I bet.
I went to a cool barn dough last night in Ackerman to visit some friends, and they had some
20 minutes from Starville.
They had some goats, and we watched the sunset. They've got horses. They got a horse trailer and go
yeah.
trailer riding.
I want to have a farmstead.
Yeah, I want to. End goal would be put me on 1,000 acres in the middle of it and let me not even go to town. Let me hang out there.
I want to get my eggs.
Man, after
This is my
own
dream
heart.
too. What is this?
I want to get my eggs from the coop. I
Come
want
on,
to, you know.
Man, I want to raise my vegetables in the garden.
I want to be the
kill my
furthest
own
away from a
meat.
city.
I want to
Forger.
Gotta have a river nearby.
Yeah, need some
have a
water.
river, gotta
Gotta
need a
have some
lake.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The furthest away from a city.
There you go.
You're like my thing about people always. Oh, where do you live? West Point, Mississippi. Well, it's like tiny little town. Yeah, and pretty much.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. Yeah. Well, don't you wish you was something? Well, how'd you do this? And I said, well, I couldn't done it anywhere else. What are you talking? You know, they just get so.
Yeah.
And I was like, so if you could live somewhere else, where would it be? I said, I don't want to live anywhere else. I'm right where I need to be.
Maybe Starkville.
Yeah, that's right. But I tell them, have you ever lived anywhere else? I said, well, actually, I was born in Starville and moved to West Point when I was 2 days old, actually, because my mom my mom's from Starville. Anyway, my saying is always, they would say, well, what if you had to move somewhere else? Where would it be? And I would go, I don't know. I've thought about it before, but I just know I could never live anywhere this big again.
Yeah, that's right.
It'd have to be smaller.
Had to be
Yep.
smaller.
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, this has been really an interesting discussion to see the smiles on your
Yeah.
face. And,
Yes. It's a
obviously
pleasure.
love.
The joy.
I'm blessed to be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
They have
y'all so much.
the peace of Christ in their relationship, and it's beautiful to see.
Yeah, it,
You know, a lot
it
of young
exudes
people
from them.
aren't as grounded as you guys are. I mean, when you're that age, your age, a lot of times there's
Yeah, but-
so many other things pulling out.
Y'all are great evangelists by just setting the example. Just being yourself, living your life, and being the example. Sometimes I think that's the best evangelist you can be.
Yeah, I think that's our whole point of, getting married young and the whole purpose of the journey that we're trying to go on. I mean, what we've both been through in our lives, my parents weren't together growing up. His weren't either. So I think that our goal is to grow up and give our children one day something that we've always wanted to experience. And we're very passionate about that. And most importantly, putting our kids outdoors, touching some grass, touching some
Christ in their
dirt.
home.
I refuse to have iPad kids. They're going to be outside, and that's our goal. So
Well, good for y'all. That's good stuff right there.
That's so aligned with what we were all about. It's crazy.
absolutely.
Yeah. And she's got a 10-pound bass.
Yeah, he's never going to forget this.
She's done something a lot of people have not done.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very
Bobby will never
grateful
forget
for
it. I
it.
promise you.
And that topwater frog, that's tough
That
too.
is your dream.
I mean, and I cut it off. I'll never use that topwater frog again.
Yeah, we
It's
actually
sitting
hung
in the
it.
mouth of the
Yeah,
fish
we hung
right
it
now.
around the mount and put it in the mouth, and we just sit there.
I'll never fish with that again. No, it's amazing.
Dudley, you got anything else?
No,
Lanny, I know you've got one more question.
Well, I'm kind of jealous of your Avid boat. I got to say, that's a good looking rig.
It is a nice looking.
So now you're getting hit up for people to take out. You to take them fishing all the time.
all the time. Every teammate, half the coaching staff, people just online. I mean, everybody.
Trying to figure out where we're going
Yeah.
fishing. Yeah.
Is there a particular-
There are a lot of cool. You just got to be able to somewhere you can back it in, and a lot of the private lakes you can still back it in.
Yeah.
depending on if they've got a little spot. They have to be concrete.
Oh, and
but,
what a great rig that
yeah,
thing
but
is, too.
by having it, you'll over the next year or so, you'll find more and more places. So whenever you get ready to go, you'll have a lot of options.
Right.
Absolutely.
So you don't have a teammate that's like every time you go out to the boat sitting there looking at you?
Yeah,
Hey.
I do.
Isaac would be that guy.
Isaac,
Well, they can pay for the gas.
Yeah, I actually invited Isaac on the first time we took it out, and it was like 2:45, so we're leaving the house at 3. 3 o'clock comes around, I call him, no answer. I'm like, all right, well, we're out of here.
Yeah.
And we're all about that schedule. You're not there, you're getting left behind.
Calls me about 4 o'clock, like, oh, sorry, I slept in. I was like, all good, we'll catch you next weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should have made it.
Faith over fear.
Yep.
Now, I love that you walked in here wearing that shirt.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
A lot of
Perfect.
spiritual wisdom in that one.
Yeah, I don't know. What else do we need to, is there anything else we need to touch on? You guys have been a lot of fun.
We need to go make sure they get them a dog's win again.
No, I need that shirt.
Yep. So that was the coolest thing that came out. So I guess Daniel and some of them had them done. And back a couple years ago, the quarterback was Will Rogers and a couple of other players, and I've forgotten who all they were. They were over. They came by. He had been talking to them, and he just tossed them a couple of those shirts. Well, they won a big game. That's when Coach Leach was still here. They won a big game, and then in the press conference, Will Rogers had it on, and the website and the MSU stuff just about got melted. And the whole crew, including the lady over licensing over there, they worked through the details to be able to do it like on a Saturday night.
Yeah,
and then like Sunday, they started selling them online. I forgot how many thousand of those things we sold.
That's awesome.
Just reacting that quick to it.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Nimble.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, look at you.
Gotta be
Using
today.
those big words, Bobby. Look at you.
Yeah, you know, I was looking at Brennan's stats. That we about mirror it. We got a lot in common. You're about 172.
Here we go.
10-ish.
Yeah.
You know, but you're just built a lot different than that.
A lot of work went into it.
Boy, he's got a big smile, doesn't he? He's got dimples. Where do you?
Because he's having fun.
My mom?
Yeah.
My mom has
Yeah.
dimples.
Wow.
I enjoy this.
Well, we wish you a lot of luck
enjoyed
in your career and your
Thank you.
time and what you in y'all's marriage. It's just,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and we will always be here, regardless.
This will always
Thank
be.
you. Yeah, it's always been
home.
home. Yeah.
That's so good to hear.
I'm just so thankful to ultimately go through all these journeys with him. Like, you know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in this seat right now. So just being able to experience all the places we've gone and ultimately that's led us here. And it's just a blessing. So
I'm just excited to be able to come back to this place whenever I'm 45 years old, and just what a place, what a blessing, what a time in my life.
the people.
The people have been amazing. All the relationships and the time spent is really awesome.
He's got the vitamin.
Yeah, he does.
He's got vitamin G. That's my number one vitamin. Gratitude.
Yeah.
Vitamin G.
Maybe that 1,000 acres will be around here somewhere.
Yep.
You never can tell.
Yeah.
Property or something?
Yep.
Hook me up or something.
I know a guy.
I know some great spots, some great people.
We got deer dying of old age. We need some help with them.
Richie, I've never seen you this excited about it. Any guest we've had. What is?
Oh, is that
He's putting
true?
you on the spot.
Is that true, Bobby?
Do you have another question or anything else you'd like
I know we're kind of
Don't be nervous.
But when Laney was talking about when we were getting ready for that 40, and our times at 6'5" and 6'7", I know that you got a little nervous there.
Oh.
when Nate mentioned those times. So what is your 40 time?
I haven't ran a 40 since high school. I was actually my sophomore year of high school was the last time I ran the 40.
Oh, wow.
4.33 as a sophomore in high school.
Woo.
See, we
So
this little work.
Now Richie, now hold up, Richie. You forgot that I ran it twice.
You did. I ran it once.
Yeah, and what was my time the second time?
The second time was 6'5". Right?
Thank you.
So
thank
we're
you.
both 6'5".
Yeah. You didn't tell me what the other numbers
You could take
were.
a nap in that amount of time.
So I mean, we can work there. We can get there.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I'm 50, bro. I'm not gonna get there.
I'd like to see them make you run a legit timed
hopefully
40 just to see what the bragging rights will
Hopefully
be
we'll be
now.
doing that in January at the combine.
That's awesome.
That's the goal.
to? Well, I wanted to ask, is that in your future? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Play football as long as I can, and then
That's how we're going to
Kick it
pay
on
for that
that
ranch.
Kick it on that ranch. That's what I'm talking about.
play football as long as I can, and then see you in Colorado or Utah or
Yep.
Montana.
Yeah,
Go chase that elk. That's right.
Absolutely.
Well,
Run him down.
I know we can't beat you at a race, but occasionally we do have an archery competition.
That's right.
So,
too.
That's a good idea,
the
Dudley.
two of y'all,
Yeah.
if you have some spare time.
I'm going to put my money on him when he comes over, though. I guarantee you.
We need to do that next week.
Yeah, we do. We should.
I need to get my bow out and start shooting.
You better.
I need to
'cause
do. I
It's
know.
right around the corner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's here.
You need to be in tow with him when he comes.
September something.
Yep.
All right, then, Richie, if that's all you got, I'm
what I
gonna look.
got.
I'm gonna look around the room, and we certainly appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Of course.
Brenen Thompson, and you spell your name just a little odd. There's not enough E's or N's or something going on there.
It's a little different.
But the fastest guy in college football,
That's
sitting right
amazing.
here. And next to him, I think lucky might not be the right word, but y'all are so blessed.
You're making him the luckiest person in college football.
I'll
Yep.
kick my coverage for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, I did.
A 10-pound bass.
I got it. It's the fastest player in NCAA football, and the sweetest wife.
There you go.
How about that?
There you go. There we go.
thank
Hit
you.
the horns one time, Richie, for that. There we go. All right. Why don't you
That's
say
funny.
goodbye, Dudley?
Goodbye, Dudley.
Get us out of here, Richie.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Gamekeeper Podcast. And be sure to tune in again. Subscribe to Gamekeeper Farming for Wildlife magazine and don't miss the Mossy Oak Properties Fistful of Dirt podcast with my good buddy, Ronnie Cuz Strickland.